yourself to the stream. Hey y'all, it's Sierra, aka Capricorn Moon Goddess, back with another video for you all. This is a reading on the number 1212 Okay, so if you've been seeing 1212 lately, this is to get some insight into why you may be seeing that number. Although there is typically a general consensus on what numbers mean because of numerology, astrology, symbolism, all that. They don't always mean the same thing when we see them, and they don't always mean the same thing to everybody. Now, immediately while I'm trying to do this reading, I swear I hear a conversation coming through my fireplace. So I can hear the people that live below me. So outside noise, outside interference. So you may be seeing 1212 to let you know that there is some outside interference going on. Outside noise is possibly causing you to be stagnant, or um, causing you to have like a somber or sad type of energy. So somebody might be projecting onto you. Somebody might possibly be you trying to do spell work on you. Somebody might be doing this in a more practical way, as far as just being a negative Nancy in your ear. Or other people's drama may be interfering with you being able to do what you need to do for yourself. Okay, so when you see 1212, that may be just kind of letting you know that's what's going on. So we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Compromise is the word. Compromise in a bad way, as far as you may have compromised your goals, yourself, your values for somebody else, or to make somebody else happy. Okay, we also have 8 of Cups, abandonment, escapism. So you all may have some abandonment issues. So if you're feeling sad around the time when you see 1212, that could be some subconscious abandonment issues coming up. And it's coming up to let you know that they're there, and that could be interfering with you being able to be successful with whatever you're trying to be successful with at that time, whether it be love, finances, career, or just being happy, period. Okay. We have the Page of Cups. Vulnerability is one of the key words on here. So you're very vulnerable at this time, okay? You could have some hormonal changes going on at this time when you see this number. So that could be a reminder to let you know, hey, if you're not feeling yourself, it could be hormonal. Why I can't say hormonal today? It could be hormonal. You are like very discombobulated. When you see this, you can't speak, you can't think clearly, you can't articulate yourself well. So there's a lot going on when you see this number. When you see this number, pay attention to what you're thinking about. Are your thoughts constantly going from one thing to the next? Are you stressed out? Are you constantly in a state of anxiety or worry when you see this number? Okay. That could be causing you to be in a vulnerable space spiritually and emotionally. Okay. We also have Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We have misfortune. Okay. So you may be feeling very misfortunate when you see this number. You may be feeling down in the dumps. You may be feeling like, woe is me. You may be feeling like Murphy's Law. Everything can go wrong. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. So this number could be reminding you to, like, hey, snap out of that mindset, or hey, there's some outside interference going on here. These are not your thoughts, okay? We also have 9 of Buttons, which is 9 of Coins. I cannot speak today. You all are discombobulated, and something is going on with your speech. Maybe your throat chakra not speaking up for yourself, okay? You may be holding things inside and bottling things up, and eventually that's going to cause you to explode, okay? Um, 9 of Coins. This is interesting. Let's get some more. We have the Magician right after the 9 of Coins. 9 of Coins is about abundance. It's about having everything you need. It's about having more than what you need. Okay. And with the Magician following that, this could be letting you know that if your manifestations as far as money goes or stability, if that's not happening for you, or it's not happening as quickly as it usually is happening, it's because you're not in the right mind frame or the right vibration in order to make that happen. So it is a reminder that you need to watch your thoughts. Okay, don't be your own worst enemy. Also to be resourceful. That is basically letting you know that things don't necessarily come in the way that you expect them to come. You may be manifesting money and you might not get money, but you might get a discount on your rent or your electricity bill or your phone bill, or you might get a gift card to like Walmart or something like that, so you don't have to use your own money to buy food for the month. It's not always going to come in the form of somebody handing you some money or a check. So be resourceful. When you're asking for when you're asking for an increase in finances, it may come in the form of an idea of something you can do in order to increase your finances. Okay, so it's just to let you know that things don't always come exactly how you expect them to. Open your mind a little bit more. We have the Hermit card, soul searching, self discovery. So you may need to kind of withdraw from some people because, like I said, a lot of outside noise and outside interference is happening here. 10 of needles, which is 10 of swords, backstabbing. Okay, somebody did you wrong, or multiple people did you wrong. You don't know who you can trust. You don't know if you can even trust yourself, okay? Because you may be feeling like, I let these people in my life. Who do I trust? Can I trust myself to even pick the right friends? We also have the Chariot card. You could be a Cancer, but this also just represents you're just you're very emotional at the time when you're seeing this. So when you start seeing certain numbers repeatedly, pay attention to your mindset at the time. What are you thinking about? How are you feeling when you see this number? Okay. And if you see a pattern happening, oh, every time I see 1212, I'm feeling sad, or I'm feeling upset, or I'm feeling like the world is against me, then that is a message to tell you that number is there to show you, like, snap you out of that. Like, hey, try to get out of that if you can. It's easier said than done. I don't take depression lightly, anxiety lightly, stress lightly. I feel like a lot of people that do readings and talk about spirituality, they take that lightly and they do a lot of victim blaming. Like, it's your fault you're depressed, it's your fault you're upset, it's your fault. Sometimes it is a chemical imbalance, sometimes it is hormones, sometimes it's just a natural human reaction. We're still human, okay? So I'm not blaming you at all for feeling sad or angry or upset for circumstances happening to you that anybody would feel sad, angry, or upset about. Nobody is saying you can't feel that way, but you don't want to stay there too long. If you notice those feelings are lingering too long, or you don't know what to do about those feelings or how to release them, that's when you need to maybe possibly seek professional help or do some kind of change. Maybe exercise. Exercise is a natural way to increase good endorphins. Okay. So maybe do something like that. We have 2 of swords. Not necessarily having all the information you need to make certain decisions. Maybe you're making decisions based off of emotion and not logic. Okay, so it needs to be a little bit more logical here. The Hanged Man, a need to change your perspective on something. And we have the 4 of Wands. So a need to change your perspective on happiness. What makes you happy in life? What does happiness consist of? Okay, why do you want certain things? Why do you have certain goals? Why do you want to attain certain things? Maybe you don't even necessarily want those things and they're not happening for you because deep down you don't want them, but maybe you want certain things because you want to have a certain status because that's what society says you need to do. But you really want to do something else. Okay, there's a lot of subconscious work that needs to be done here. We have 7 of swords. Somebody around you is sneaky, 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 and they're projecting their energy onto you, and you are, how can I say this? It's getting to a point where you're deceiving yourself almost into feeling like you're never going to amount to what you want to amount to. But that's not your energy. That's energy that's being projected onto you. Understand this. Other people can see your potential before you can sometimes. So they will do whatever they can to thwart you and to stop you and to stifle you. And they will know the whole time that you're better than them at whatever it is that you do or they do. You can go a lot further than them, but they will have you feeling insecure about yourself and making you feel like you're stupid, you're dumb, you don't know what you're doing, you're never going to go far, people aren't going to like you, your ideas are stupid, okay, you're weird, you're strange, all that. Meanwhile, they know how powerful you are, but you don't know how powerful you are. We have Four of Swords, meditation, also taking a rest. Taking a rest is coming up a lot lately, okay? Probably because I need to do that myself, but it's the need to slow down and just get somewhere quiet. I just keep hearing outside noise, outside noise, outside noise. Get somewhere quiet so you can recognize your thoughts from your own higher self versus outside influences or negative energies and entities, okay? Knight of Swords, okay, don't lose your ambition. We have the attachment card, which is the number 5. There's something that you are attached to, whether it is a thought process or a person or a actual spirit that you need to detach from because it's bringing you down. The number 5 typically represents change. There's some change that needs to happen here. Second chakra, which I believe is the sacral chakra. So you could have some soul ties to someone that you were intimate with, sexually involved with. Okay, so you may need to cut some cords when it comes to that. We have door to spirit, and the number on that card is 32, which equals 5. So again, there's something that needs to change here. That is the spirit world, your spirit guides letting you know there's something you need to change here. And also that the things that you have gone through are to help you to elevate spiritually. It's not to make you feel bad about yourself or feel like you're doomed for life. It's to help you elevate spiritually. I always tell people, if you're in a position to help other people, like a life coach or a counselor or somebody that's meant to make a change in the world, you can't tell nobody nothing if you ain't been through nothing. Okay. So you go through certain things because that is a way for your soul to elevate and for you to help other people, not because you're a bad person, not because your higher power hates you. None of that. It's because you're actually a chosen one. And unfortunately, the path of a chosen one is not always easy. It gets easier though. We also have 27, walking away. Like I said, there's something you need to walk away from, disengage from, detach from. And then after that, we have door to romance and cornucopia. Okay. So don't settle. Don't compromise. I think the first word was compromise that we got. Don't compromise and settle for less because you think you can't get anything better, or you think you're too old, or you think, oh, I don't want to start over. Okay. Once you walk away from what you need to walk away from, you got door to spirit and door to romance and cornucopia. You will have abundance. Then we get the 9 of Pentacles. You will have an abundance of everything that you need. Okay. We have the Guardian and the Gate card. This card is from the Energy Oracle. This represents being afraid to go after what you want, even though there's a clear path to what you want and there's nothing blocking you from getting what you want, but you're still afraid. It's kind of like, I'd rather deal with the devil I know than the unknown. Okay. Don't be afraid to walk away. We got 7th chakra, which is representing your crown chakra, which is your higher self and your higher powers reaching out to you. But the number on this card is 41, which equals 5. So we have 5 at least 3 times here. Definitely some changes that need to be made. We have rest and rejuvenation. So time to rest, time to disengage, like I said, from the outside noise. Okay. So you can learn yourself and learn the voice of your higher self. Okay. There's forces that are working against people that are trying to do better in their lives. So you have to be able to recognize your voice against those voices of people and spirits and things that are trying to bring you down. False person, somebody around you wasn't who they said they were. They were a fake friend. They were phony. Okay, they had ulterior motives. Okay, they were there just to bring you down, but this is also representing yourself. We have two, main, female. You have participated in this negative self-talk, okay, which I'm not blaming you for. Like I said, we're human, it happens. But once you realize what's going on, it's time to do what you got to do to snap out of it. We have judication. You have been judging yourself very harshly, okay? And it's time to give yourself some grace. We have egg, success assured with good plans and hard work, okay? So as long as you're doing what you need to do, you're going to be successful. We have the July card, and we also have the June card. Okay, so you may see things start to turn around for the better this summer. Okay, in the months of June and July. We have Apple, temptation will test you. Those people that you need to disengage from, the thought processes, or is it processes? I don't know, those, okay, that you need to disengage from, they're gonna start creeping back in to try to test you. Okay, we have a stubborn, aggressive person. You may have somebody who refuses to go away when you try to let them know you don't want to be around them anymore, and you're going to have to stand your ground. Okay, you could be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus. We also have nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So, your goal of having a nice family that is financially secure and emotionally secure, having that fairy tale family, um, keep that goal, but don't settle and feel like you have to be with somebody you don't want to be with because you feel like on paper they meet those requirements, or you feel like you're never going to find it, or that you have to work with this person over and over and over again to get to that point. It's time to let this person go. We have dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. Okay, goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth, which is funny because we got door to spirit and cornucopia. So you are going through spiritual initiations right now, and you are being tested right now. We have boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goal. Okay, you may not have been able to. I'm being very gentle with this reading because I'm not trying to make things worse, and I just got out of a depression myself, so I know how it goes. You may not have been able to really fully engage in the things that you wanted to do and your goals. You may have put your goals on the back burner, and that's okay. Sometimes we have to survive. We have to make it from one day to the next. You may have had to coach yourself to get out of bed, to put your shoes on, your house shoes, your slippers on, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, shower, put your clothes on, eat. You might have had to coach yourself through the small little things just to get from day to day to day, which is fine. But now that you are realizing what has been going on, and that it's other people that have been projecting onto you, and that you are not doomed for life, okay, it's time to start putting your effort back into things that are good for you. We also have haystack, karma. You will reap what you have sown. So don't feel like I've been doing what I was supposed to do. I've been good to people. I've helped people out. Why am I not seeing the fruits of that labor? You're going to be seeing that. Trust me. We have weeping willow, family sorrow. So there's a lot of energy when it comes to family here. We have family changes. Maybe you had to stop talking to a family member that you were close to. That happens sometimes, and family will try to make you feel guilty, and family will try to make you feel like in order to forgive someone, you have to allow that person to be in your presence. No, you don't. You can forgive someone and still have nothing to do with them and love them from afar. You can forgive someone and not have to accept the BS that they do. So if people are trying to make you feel guilty, we're family. No matter what, family is supposed to stick together. That is not true. You have to do what is best for you, okay? And don't let people get you tripped up with these words. The definition of forgiveness does not mean I have to allow you to be in my presence and I have to allow you to keep playing in my face. That is not what that means. We have self employment. Okay, you all may have recently quit a job and maybe you're worried about that. Um, and worried about if you're going to be able to make ends meet. Okay. which you are, but you do need to get some rest. We got to get some rest again, just in case it didn't resonate or hit home the first million times I said it. We got the card again. Get some rest, get some rest, get some rest. And I'm talking to myself, get some rest. Okay. The finances card came up. So finances are something that you are worried about. But remember, we got the increase in material wealth card. So your finances are going to be looking good pretty soon. You're just going to have to, we have communicate clearly. Communicate clearly with yourself, which you seem to be having a problem doing that because I can't speak right now. Okay. But communicate clearly with yourself and your higher power as far as what it is that you want. Okay. But in order to do that, you need to figure out what you want based on what you want and not what other people want for you. So that's what that meditation is for. We also have you're ready, trust yourself. We have it's up to you. It's up to you what you want to do next with your life. You don't have to do what other people tell you to do. You don't have to do what society says you have to do. Okay. We have romance and remain positive. So some of you are like worried that you're going to die alone or something like that. That is not going to happen. You don't have to stay with somebody or just date to be dating just so you don't have to die alone. If you are doing what you need to do, working on yourself, letting go of those attachments that you need to let go of, you're going to find romance. Trust me, trust me, trust me. It is on the horizon. It is coming. But you can't do that if you still have these people in your life taking up space that don't need to be there. You need to make room for the blessings that you want. Period. That means you're going to have to trim the fat. You're going to have to let some stuff go. And once you do that, you're going to see things become better in all aspects, okay? Spiritually, financially, romance wise, all of that, okay? So there's a lot of good things coming. Also, I just did a reading on 2121. Okay, the number 21 is 12 backwards. So you're moving out of this space where you're in the 12, which is still not feeling sure about yourself, still feeling kind of sad, frustrated, angry, betrayed, depressed. You're moving from that. And then when you get to the 21, all of those good things that you want to happen are going to come into fruition. So if you haven't watched the 2121 reading, go watch that because that is going to be inspiration. That's telling you what you have coming up as long as you trim the fat and do what you need to do and focus on your own well-being and your own mental health. You're going to have a whole lot of good changes coming. So I will link that video to this video. I want you to watch that so that can be motivation for you to keep going. And that's all I have. So if you feel comfortable letting us know in the comment section if any of this resonated with you, please feel free to do so. Please like, share, and subscribe if you feel called to do so. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Toodles.